The General Atomics MQ-9 Reaper primarily for the United States Air Force. The MQ-9 and other UAVs are referred to as remotely piloted vehicles, aircraft by the USAF to indicate their human ground controllers. The MQ-9 is the first hunter-killer UAV designed for long endurance, high-altitude surveillance. In 2006, the then Chief of Staff of the United States Air Force General T. Michael Mosley said, "We've moved from using UAVs primarily in intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance roles before Operation Iraqi Freedom, to a true hunter-killer role with the Reaper." The MQ-9 is a larger, heavier, and more capable aircraft than the earlier General Atomics MQ-1 Predator. It can be controlled by the same ground systems used to control MQ-1s. The Reaper has a 950 shaft horsepower. The greater power allows the Reaper to carry 15 times more ordnance payload and cruise at about 3 times the speed of the MQ-1. The aircraft is monitored and controlled by aircrew in the ground control station, including weapons employment. In 2008, the New York Air National Guard 174th Attack Wing began the transition from F-16 piloted fighters to MQ-9A Reapers, becoming the first fighter unit to convert entirely to unmanned combat aerial vehicle use. In March 2011, the U.S. Air Force was training more pilots for advanced unmanned aerial vehicles than for any other single weapons system. The Reaper is also used by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection and the militaries of several other countries. The USAF operated 195 MQ-9 Reapers as of September 2016. And plans to keep the MQ-9 in service into the 2030s. The General Atomics Predator B-001, a proof-of-concept aircraft, first flew on the 2nd of February 2001. Abraham Karam is the designer of the Predator. The B-001 was powered by an Allied Signal Garrett TPE 331-10T turboprop engine with 950 shaft horsepower. The B-001 had a speed of 220 knots with an endurance of 30 hours. The company refined the design, taking it in 2 separate directions. The first was a jet-powered version. Predator B-002 was fitted with a Williams FJ44-2A turbofan engine with 10.2 kilonewtons and endurance of 12 hours. The USAF ordered 2 airframes for evaluation, delivered in 2007. The first 2 airframes delivered with prototypes B-001 and B-002. B-002 was originally equipped with the FJ44 engine, but it was removed and a TPE 331-10T was installed so that the USAF could take delivery of 2 aircraft in the same configuration. The second direction the design took was the Predator B-003, referred to by GAR as the Altair, which has a new airframe with an 84-foot, a maximum ceiling of 52,000 feet, and an endurance of 36 hours. In October 2001, the USAF signed a contract for an initial pair of Predator Bs for evaluation, designated YMQ-9S due to their prototype role. They were delivered in 2002. The USAF referred to it as Predator B until it was renamed Reaper. The USAF aimed for the Predator B to provide an improved, deadly persistence capability, flying over a combat area night and day waiting for a target to present itself, complementing piloted attack aircraft, typically used to drop larger quantities of ordnance on a target, while a cheaper RPV can operate almost continuously using ground controllers working in shifts, but carrying less ordnance. MQ-9 Reaper crews, stationed at bases such as Creech Air Force Base, near Las Vegas, Nevada, can hunt for targets and observe terrain using multiple sensors, including a thermographic camera. One claim was that the onboard camera is able to read a license plate from 2 miles away. An operator's command takes 1.2 seconds to reach the drone via a satellite link. The MQ-9 is fitted with 6 STOS pylons. The inner STOS pylons can carry a maximum of 1,500 pounds each. An MQ-9 with 2 1,000 pounds external fuel tanks and 1,000 pounds of munitions has an endurance of 42 hours. The Reaper has an endurance of 14 hours when fully loaded with munitions. The MQ-9 carries a variety of weapons including the GBU-12 Paveway 2 laser-guided bomb, the AGM-114 Hellfire 2 air-to-ground missiles, the AIM-9 Sidewinder, and the GBU-38 Joint Direct Attack munition. Tests are underway to allow for the addition of the AIM-92 Stinger air-to-air missile. By October 2007, the USAF owned 9 Reapers, and by December 2010 had 57 with plans to buy another 272, for a total of 329 Reapers. Critics have stated that the USAF's insistence on qualified pilots flying RPVs is a bottleneck to expanding deployment. USAF Major General William Rue stated on 5 August 2008. For the way we fly them right now, fully integrated into air operations and often flying missions alongside manned aircraft, we want pilots to fly them. This reportedly has exacerbated losses of USAF aircraft in comparison with U.S. Army operations. In March 2011, U.S. Department of Defense Secretary Robert Gates stated that, while manned aircraft are needed, the USAF must recognize the enormous strategic and